Hi Rishabh, first of all, congratulations for your wonderful success. Based on the request by several students, I'm making this video. So I have been receiving several messages from our students. Sir, we just want to know how Rishabh was able to score 93 in auditing. Everybody knows it's not so easy to score 93 range of marks in auditing. And several students have sent request mails and requested me to conduct a meeting and they just want to listen from you how you were able to score that 93 marks. And I think this small session will definitely help thousands of CA final students who are struggling to qualify their auditing subject. They can definitely crack this subject very well after listening from your advices. So let me introduce Mr. Rohit Grover sir, who is a very popular faculty for auditing at the inter and final levels. And he's also our faculty for CA final as well as CA inter level auditing. And since it's highly technical session, I wanted the faculty himself to come and take the interview. Sir, now I just want to hand over the session to you, Rohit Grover, sir.
Sure, sir.
So
Sure.
please ask the questions to our All India first ranker, and so that we can know his success secrets and so that other students will also get benefited. Please.
Okay, sir. Definitely. Hi, Rishabh. How are you?
Doing well, sir. How about you?
I'm great. I'm great. First of all, many congratulations on what you have achieved. I must say, being a CA final auditing faculty, what you have achieved is something beyond imagination. So I would like to, congratulate to you and your family for all the efforts you and your family has put up in making you reach to this position where you are today, right? So many congratulations on securing All India rank 1, and especially in the subject called auditing, where you got the 93 marks. If I'm not wrong, you got 508 marks out of 600.
Yes,
I
sir.
mean, I think that is something called like a benchmark, I think, sir. Benchmark has been set so far. Rishabh, what made you do so? What was your pushing strategy and what was your motivation behind that?
The efforts my mom and dad put, sir.
Okay. They are always there. I think the two available gods available on this planet are your mom and dad only. I think nothing more than when you actually do a CA, what I feel that like more than you, your parents are involved in, nourishing you and
Yes.
indulging you in this preparation. I think making you wake
Their
up.
support is invaluable. Their support is
Seriously, sir.
invaluable.
They support. I mean, like getting these kind of marks cannot be possible, I think, without the blessing of your parents. So, okay, Rishabh, let us come to the main point, Rishabh. So, I'm a CA final auditing faculty at Masterminds, and I also teach the CA intermediate audit and law as well. So, I would like to really understand like 93 marks, Rishabh. I mean, it is completely outstanding performance what you have given. And I think it is a benchmark in the last 3 or 4 attempts. If I have to, like, what, as far as my knowledge is concerned, 93 marks in auditing is something which no one has ever dreamed of. Because I think, Prakash sir, you will also agree with me that
Yes, sir. Yes.
people are literally having a fear of this subject right from the
Yes.
intermediate level only.
Yes.
And since 2018-19, like the interpretational analytical skills in this particular subject has been promoted a lot by the ICAI. So,
Yes.
Rishabh, I would like to know your complete journey of achieving the 93 marks in auditing. So, throw some light on on this particular 93 marks of success, what you have achieved, please.
Great.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So audit was my favorite subject since CA Inter.
Mine as well. Yeah.
So I did my articleship in audit entire 2.5 years.
Okay.
And I was very lucky to have a manager who used to who used to do a lot of brainstorming, a lot of essays. We used to discuss a lot of essays together. He used to say, read this paragraph, explain me what did you understand. Now this is a situation. What will we do? So we had a lot of brainstorming. Almost every day we had some brainstorming sessions.
So your principal used to interact with you with all these Indias and essays and all these things, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That is the very good initiative. I think most of the students are lacking, and most of the principals are also like they're not feeling like having a brainstorming with the people like you. Like you had a brainstorming session with your
Principal
principals.
auditor.
What exactly was the brainstorming? Can you throw some light on that? How it happened?
Yes, sir. For example, now we are doing some certification engagement. Now, how will
Okay.
the materiality be set?
Okay.
Like my manager used to say, go find some guidance. Read essay 320. Will
Okay.
materiality be impacted? Like we're not doing audit now, we're doing a certification engagement.
Okay.
Like I used to read the essay 320 and I used to like tell him, uh, materiality will not be affected by the level of assurance we give.
Okay, okay,
So a lot of such questions. Uh,
okay.
now there is a particular account, an FSLI, a financial
So
statement.
I would like to ask you, Rishabh, like, do you think that the standards on auditing, what we read at CA final level, do actually play a vital role in preparation as well as in your articleship as well?
Yes, definitely. My entire articleship is based on standards and auditing, and like I guess more than 50 to 50 marks come from standards,
Yes.
SSCs, SRS, and SREs, and
Okay, okay.
all the engagement and quality control standards.
Yeah. So, Rishabh, we know that we are in the like a transitional period, like we transited from the old syllabus to the new syllabus. So, in the old syllabus, we used to only have standards on auditing, right? But in the new syllabus, you have SRE standards on relate review engagement, SRS related standards, and SAEs. Because I know that it's been last 8 to 10 years, these standards were completely missing in our CA curriculum of final syllabus. I think 2014 was the last attempt when these standards were asked. And after that, the generation of chartered accountants who got qualified, they were completely clueless about these standards and their interpretation and their application in the real life auditing. What made you think that are these standards are going to be playing a vital role in a CA in practice later on at this stage, or especially in the examinations? I mean, what difference you got?
So I think ICAI has did a great work. So it has revamped the entire syllabus. It has removed all the content which is not relevant.
Yes,
So
correct.
now the focus is more on. I- Initially, it was more on memorizing things. Now it is more on understanding things, applying the concepts which we
I
have
think
learned.
interpretational and analytical skills are more required in this subject right now, because any student who is just mugging up and just doing some, limited material or limited preparation, I think ICA is completely filtering out those students from the success. The success is only going to be matched in the hands of one who is having the good interpretational, who knows what is the language of ICA, and who knows that how these standards are going to be actually applied in the real life as well, right?
Yes, sir.
So let's start from the beginning. So, Rishabh, please tell us how many marks you got in your CA intermediate auditing.
I don't remember, sir, but I guess it is some 80 plus something.
80 plus, and now it is 93. So you are just leveling up yourself, right? So 93 marks in auditing, like getting 40 is also the dream of so many of the students. So I would like to know your strategy, especially for the auditing subject which you have taken care of in final.
So as told earlier, I was like I had very strong grip on the standards right from my during my articleship. So after once my study leave had started, I had like I had 5 months of time for my entire subjects, and audit took the most
Okay,
major chunk of time. I devoted like 3 revisions for audit. First revision itself took like 20 to 22 days.
okay.
Second revision
So
took
how
some.
many hours in a day you used to spend on this particular subject, auditing?
At the first division, I had combined audit with AFM. Uh, so on an average, like 10 hours a day.
10 hours a day. Okay.
6 hours of audit, 4 hours of AFM, like that.
Okay. So 6 hours a day into 23 days was your first revision, what you did after
No,
completing.
no, sir, it was actually 23 pure days of audit. And I took entirely around 40 days for audit and AFM.
So in a continuous manner, daily, like dividing between 6 hours and 4 hours, right? Okay. Okay. Next. Okay.
So one small submission here. I think this is one mistake several students are doing. They are trying to finish off one particular subject at a stretch for 15-20 days, which is not
Correct.
practically possible, sir.
Correct, sir.
They
Correct.
have to mix at least two subjects parallelly. They have to
Yes.
prepare at
One
least two subjects
practical and
parallel.
one theory subject is the
Yes,
best
yes.
combination. That's what
Then
he has done.
they can maintain that concentration levels.
Correct,
So
sir.
definitely, Rishabh has done a right thing in that aspect.
Yes.
Instead of preparing completely auditing at a stretch, he prepared two subjects parallelly, that to one problematic and one theory,
Correct.
for
Because
every 2 to 3 hours.
monotony has to be broken, sir.
Yes,
Because
for every 2 to 3 hours, if he is able to change the subject, what happens is
correct.
he can retain the concentration levels.
Correct. Back to you, Rishabh. Please
Yeah,
tell me.
carry on.
Yes, sir. So first revision took like 20 to 22 days.
Okay.
Second revision took around 15 days. Second revision was uh, mostly audit, less of other subjects. It was like 8 to 10 hours of audit, pure audit.
Okay.
And then third revision, it was just before my FR preparation for the last it was the exam week. 1 week before exam, I did FR, and 1 week before that FR preparation, I did
So
audit.
I would like to conclude you by saying that you took almost 3 revisions to reach to this 93 marks, right?
Yes, sir.
93. So first revision has to be like full-fledged, second revision and the third revision. So it is very much evident that the revision makes an impact in your subject called what? CA final auditing, and that too with the other subjects as well. But
Yes, sir.
especially in CA final, we can't leave the subjects just by doing one time and not doing at the later stage. So were you in constant touch with the subject?
Yes, sir. Actually, I had prepared a lot of charts in audit, and I had stuck them on my wall. Uh, so whenever I used to bath and come, or whenever I am sleeping, I used to see those charts, and I used to, okay,
Okay,
this
okay.
question, this is the mnemonic.
So you
This
have made your own summary notes as well.
not notes, sir. I had made
Uh,
some sticky notes
Charts.
and charts, and I had stuck them on wall.
Okay,
Uh,
okay.
so
Okay,
and
okay, on the wall. Okay, so that while sleeping, you can just have a look at that and you can
yes, sir.
revise the concept. Okay.
Like when I am not interested or when I am feeling low, I can just revise the charts.
Yes, yes. Okay, okay. So instead of reading the full-fledged, you made it in a chart form so that
Yes,
you can easily grab it.
yes.
Okay, okay. So next one thing, Rishabh, how did you manage to go with the MCQ and descriptive 30 marks and 70 marks of portion what we are getting in the examination? How did you manage in MCQs? Because most of the students, what I got the call from the student, like MCQs were very difficult to handle. So how do we handle the MCQs in auditing subject,
Yes,
especially C minor?
I didn't put any separate efforts in doing MCQs. All
Okay.
I did was to memorize the concepts well, to understand the concepts well. Like MCQs just happen normally.
And what was the ICAI's study material and all those things, like the language kind of thing, which we have to interpret and present in the examination. So what do you want to say on that? Like what kind of language and what kind of interpretation you have to write in the examination? Language, especially language, because most of the students are lacking in that only. They think that ki easygoing answers, if you write in the examination, that will fetch you the better marks. But I feel that ki ICAI concentrates on language as well when you write the examination.
Yes, sir. So actually, CA entire done from ICI material. ICI material is like the if one is doing from ICI material, there couldn't be any material better than that.
Yes,
But like it is not colorful, so doing such a vast subject in a black and white might
correct,
be difficult. Uh, but we have to reproduce almost the same as ICI material. We have to
correct.
ensure that all the keywords are present in the answer. Uh, and the sentences are like not exact replica, but at least the keywords are present, and like it is in the same structure as ICI wants it.
So you are saying that the presentation and the choice of the word should be not exactly, but to be very near to the ICA
Yes, sir.
representation.
As much like
Keeping the technical jargon, remaining
Technical
sentence, I
jargon.
think we can tweak.
Correct,
yes,
sir. Correct,
yes,
sir.
We should not
So
miss the
that is a
technical
major
words.
thing. That is a major thing which is lacking in the students, sir. They
Yes, yes.
simply jump the ICA material and
They're
without
trying
telling
to
them.
write everything in their own
Yes,
words.
correct, correct, sir.
Sometimes they are preparing in just fast track materials.
Okay.
So
Yes,
very condensed form of materials they are preparing and going to the exam.
correct,
Even
sir.
regarding MCQs, I spoken with several students, Rohit sir, and
Yes,
I tell my observation. Most of the students are lacking in just understanding the question itself.
correct.
They're not understanding the question properly because they're in a hurry to uh, they're in a hurry to choose the right answer.
Yes,
But they have to wait. They have to read the question at least 2 times. Then only they should jump into any conclusion.
correct, sir.
And the best part is they are giving a single case law. Based
Correct,
on that, they are giving multiple questions.
correct.
Once you understand the case law properly, then it's very easy to answer them. First, students should have that patience to read the question thoroughly, to understand, take some little time to understand it
Correct,
in multiple
correct, sir.
dimensions, and then only they should jump into any conclusion.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, MCQs doesn't require much preparation as well.
I think conceptual clarity is
Conceptual
more than
clarity
enough.
is important.
Okay,
And they should
MCQs
have,
can be drawn from any kind of interpretation, right?
yes, yes. Even if you prepare 10,000 MCQs, examiner can easily frame a new question today.
Correct, sir.
It's not even required for him to pick up from any a question from any source.
So, Rishabh, I would like to know that during your preparation of 3 revisions, as you said, so did you do the preparation only by reading the concept or you practiced it as well?
like
Did
I
you
used to
practice?
I have a rough note in my hand, and pen, and I used to roughly write all the keywords,
Okay,
mnemonics. I like I'm good at writing fast. I didn't practice writing, but like the keywords, because one can't always keep saying.
Correct.
If you write, like we can be more focused. So I used to write
Okay.
the keywords, the mnemonics. I used to circle them.
Okay. So that's that really add on to your preparation, right? What you are saying is.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And during the examination, I would like to know that if a student is writing an examination for CA final auditing, what he should attempt first out of MCQ and descriptive paper? I
Uh,
mean, what was your strategy throughout the examination?
in my opinion, MCQs first and then descriptive. But then
Okay.
there are people who do descriptive first and then MCQs because like they have their own
So
ideology.
you chose to do MCQ first and then descriptive, right?
My ideology was like MCQs will take the same amount of time. We can't reduce the amount of time in MCQs. And
Because correct.
descriptive we can like we
You can
can
cut short the answer.
Yes.
achieve the answer. So if
Descriptive.
we are falling short of time, we can reduce the amount of
Yes.
the length of the answer.
Okay. Okay.
That too,
So
sir, when we keep the MCQs at the end, what happens is in a hurry, there
correct.
are very good chances of wrong interpretation.
Correct, sir.
We may
Correct.
end up choosing wrong option because every option seems to be accurate. Every option seems to be correct.
And that is
That's
the
how.
same case with the CA final paper as well, sir. The problem with the CA final examination of auditing is that we have to choose the most appropriate answer out of the
Which need not be correct.
which need no, and sometimes all the statements would like they will
Very
seem
much similar.
correct. Yes, and we need to make the choice for the most appropriate. I think the one who is having the complete 100% clarity only can proceed with such kind of answer.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it
So
is
it's definitely wrong to attempt them at the end.
oh, yes, sir. So 93 marks, Rishabh. I mean, this is literally a very tremendous performance what you have given. Does only classes play a role or like self-preparation also plays a role?
It's majorly self preparation, sir. Classes will be like 30 to 40%. Classes will ensure that you are able to understand all the concepts well, but memorize,
Classes, yes.
but mem
Classes will ensure that the concept has just gone by your,
Yes.
head once, and later on retention and presentation is all dependent upon the, I think,
student.
the
Yes, sir.
self-work only.
Yes,
And
sir.
do you feel that for the subject of CA final auditing, we need to be in touch with this subject constantly? I
Yes,
mean,
sir.
if you lose the touch, I think auditing is such kind of subject. Once if you'll give it a gap in between, you will not be able to recollect the concepts at the later stage. It
Yes,
will
sir.
look like an alien thing to you, actually.
Yes, sir. Same thing happened with me also. Despite being in touch, despite preparing charts,
Okay.
after the first revision, I was able to remember only 70 to 80% of what I had learned in the
Okay.
second revision.
Okay.
So audit is something like even if we learn it very well, we tend to forget it easily. So we have to keep revising multiple times. It was only after my third revision that I was very confident that I know everything in audit.
Okay. Okay. So, would you like to throw some more lights on this subject? Like, what else you have done? What made you different? What are the other things you have done on this subject? Just to polish and to give a message to the student also who are aspiring to write this exam in the coming examinations.
To be blunt, we have to try to reproduce exactly, like, not exactly, but um, as much as you can, the same answer as ICAI has provided in the same format,
Okay.
and to do as much as revisions as we can, um, three, four, like as many as you can, and you can prepare charts, can prepare summary notes,
Correct.
uh, but nothing can replace revision, lectures, nothing can replace the hard work that you have to put in
Yes.
memorizing things.
Okay, okay. And I would like to know your journey of yours with Masterminds right from the beginning. Please throw some light on that. Like, what made you make the choice of having your whole journey of CA with Masterminds till final? I mean, please let us know.
Yes, sir. So I joined Masterminds right after my 10th.
Okay.
And I had finished my 10th in my 11th and 12th, my senior inter, junior inter. I had done from
Okay.
Masterminds, CA Foundation, CA inter, like the kind of discipline, the revision exams, the schedule, everything is just like divinely prepared. And uh, like
What are the things which are Masterminds Institute has provided you in your preparation and making you a little bit of contribution to
uh,
reaching this
so consistency, sir.
consistency? Okay.
The,
Consistency means in the sense, I mean,
the major trait that I have now, that is consistency. Like I am consistent in my preparation. This is
okay,
mainly because I realized like my master, right from 11th, we had study hours. We had a very hectic schedule.
Correct.
I got used to it. Yeah, and this helped even in my CA final and CA inter as well. So I was used to this long working hours.
So the discipline which has been engraved in you by this institute has made you consistent over a period of time.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. And were you already like into the commerce stream, like right from the beginning? Were you sure that you are going to like clear the CA and you are going to do the CA and all?
Yes, sir. Like right from my childhood, I was like not childhood, like grade 5 or grade 6, I was sure that I have to do CA. I had taken, in fact, I had taken commercial applications in my class 9. Like I had done my schooling from ICSE school, so
Okay,
there we have an option to choose commerce as an elective subject in grade 9 and 10. So I had taken commerce in class 9 and 10, and I had joined Masterminds MEC group.
okay.
Uh, did 11th and 12th MEC and then CA foundation. So my basics were very strong because I had done before my CA itself, I had done 4 years of commerce. I had done in 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th and 12th.
Okay, okay. And can you please let us know in CA final descriptive paper, like what are the presentation skills a student should adopt?
Yes, one thing is to underline, if possible, the keywords.
Okay,
So that the focus of the evaluator is on
Valuation.
the keyword.
okay, okay. Correct.
Even if you have missed something, if you have written something wrong in the other place, the focus of the you can divert the focus of the evaluator on the keywords.
Okay,
And if the evaluator is feeling like the keyword is matching with the keyword in the suggested answers,
okay,
he
okay.
might not look in the other aspects of the answer.
So it's
And
all about drawing the attention of the
Yes.
like evaluator. Okay,
Great.
and to code as many essays as you can. Like if you're knowing that this particular answer is from SAE, so you have tried according to SAE 3400 or according to SRE 2, whatever it is, SRS 4400 or 4410.
so you are saying that adding on the standard number and section numbers and these things really add on to your answer, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Like
Because most of the students I've seen in the CA final, they are fearing of like we have 38 essays, we have two to each SREs, essays are three in number, and then SRS and SQC. So they have this, queue of standards. So most of the students fear in the CA final are standards only. So what kind of clarity you would like to give them on standards and why one student should concentrate on standards more than other chapters? Because I feel that my personal opinion is his standards are the one only who are going to be helpful to you after getting qualified in establishing be it your career in employment or be it your career in practice. Those standards are the only thing which one need to digest more rather than concentrating on chapters. So, and what about the weightage of those standards in the examination? So, just like few minutes if you can.
ICAI itself released a weightage, like for each chapter, what is the weightage?
Correct,
And according to ICAI only, standards constitute more than 50% of the marks.
correct.
So around a student can easily pass by studying only the standards. In fact, I know many people who just study standards and professional ethics.
And if we'll see in our CA final ka exam only, more out of all the 19 chapters we have, I think 13 chapters, 12 to 13 chapters are nothing but comprising of standards
Standards.
only, right or
Yes,
not? Like
yes,
SREs, SAEs, specialized areas, all these standards. Then we have audit responsibility, then we have risk assessment and all. So if one has to do the 12 chapters also out of 19 chapters, most of the chapters are nothing but consisting of standards only.
yes, sir.
And what about the new topics like digital audit and ESG audit, which has been added in the new syllabus? Like people are very much in fear in the new syllabus, digital audit, ESG audit, and SREs, SAEs. Do you think that they are more easier as compared to like earlier standards, what we used to have only, or they are like,
Yes, sir. Like it depends actually. Like since I have worked in audit, I am familiar with all of the chapters.
hmm,
With ESG audit, we have climate work paper in KPMG. So
like,
for listed entities, it is applicable. So
okay,
I,
okay,
I am aware of all the like chapters. Even digital audit, we have a separate IRM team in KPMG. So the kind of language that is being used in the chapter, I am
okay.
very familiar with it.
That
And
that exposure helped him a lot to
Exposure, yeah,
understand. Yeah.
articleship exposure helped you a lot.
but many people find it very difficult to understand or memorize digital audit and other chapters. But for me, it wasn't that difficult because I had this exposure and
Okay,
it,
so most of the queries which I got is like from SREs, SAEs, SRS, the new series and the specialized series of 800, where most of the students are failing to understand ki what was the requirement of these standards. So how did you approach in doing the new standards incorporated to you? Because as far as I know, till the time you were the intermediate student, you have only acquired the knowledge on essays like other. So how do acquired the knowledge on other essays?
It's obviously important, sir. Like if one is doing CA practice, like even now in my articleship, we use SREs because
Okay,
we are doing reviews of listed
correct,
entity.
correct.
So we have to know that what are the procedures that we do in a review. We do only inquiry and analytical procedures. We don't do any other full-fledged procedures. And what if we find some misstatement, what we have to do. So I
What all are the areas you have managed to do in your articleship? Like you are saying that you did the review engagements also. So you might have done some compilation engagements as well.
like I'm very lucky. I have worked on almost every kind of
Okay, okay.
engagement possible. I have worked on audit. I have worked on review. I have worked on certification engagements. I have worked on assurance engagements. I have worked on agreed upon procedures.
So
So
I think one would like to conclude that ki articleship and the exposure what you get over there is really going to help you out in
Students,
understanding these standards.
students should take the articleship very
Correct.
seriously.
Wise
Yeah.
decision, sir. It has to be the most wisest decision one should take.
Yes.
Because just randomly joining anywhere where you're not getting the exposure will not take you to the marks what you are expecting that in the
Yes.
final examination.
So whatever he learns in the articleship will
Correct,
will
sir.
definitely help him to qualify quickly. That's
Correct.
what we can understand from the journey of
Yes.
our
And
Rishabh.
the way he said that ki his employer used to have a brainstorming sessions with
Yes,
him.
yes,
I
yes.
think these are the small things
So
only.
where it is not there, at least students can do such kind of things
Correct.
among themselves. They can interact.
Yes,
They can
that's what
conduct some. They
they
can
can
conduct some question and answer
session,
sessions.
interactive sessions among the friends only if they will
Yeah,
do
that will
with
help
that.
a lot. That will
It
help a
will
lot.
help them because cross questioning literally takes out some
Yes, yes. You
unexpected
can
results.
understand the depth of the subject.
Correct, sir. So, Rishabh, I mean, what else you would like to tell on the auditing subject? Because being an auditing faculty, I'll be little bit partial and will ask you everything about the auditing only. Anyways, we would like to know your other marks as well. Rishabh, please throw some light on other marks as well, out of all the six subjects.
yes, sir. FR I have scored 67. Like
Okay.
it's the least because one thing I
It's
was
the least. 67 is the least for you. My
yes.
goodness.
Yeah.
Okay.
One like it's because I was firstly overconfident. I just did one revision of FR.
I
Uh,
think it is the dream of so many students to get 67. For you, it is the least one. Okay, great. Okay. I
and
can digest that.
second thing is in exam hall, I had like I felt dizzy and like actually first 15 minutes of my exam went in writing the rule number, writing the MCQ booklet number, and all of those things.
Okay.
And
Okay,
uh,
okay.
like by the time MCQs were finished, it was almost more than 1 hour.
Okay.
I started panicking that it was almost 1 hour 15 minutes by the time I had finished MCQs.
That too. That was the first exam.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and
Correct.
I started panicking, and then while solving, like I became, and then I was solving business combination question, and I got overexcited because I felt that I knew the question very well,
Okay.
and in that excitement, I did a small mistake, and the answer wasn't matching, and to rectify that, I had to take additional 5 minutes.
So still you managed to get 67 out of it,
Yes.
right?
And then I felt dizzy and like वो बीच में चक्कर had चक्कर आ गया, and then
Okay.
uh, so it then
So
I came.
I think everyone should listen that ki even if you are dizzy, you are overconfident, or some places where you are less confident, still someone can get the 67 marks out of 100
Because
in
that
paper.
things,
Right?
those things are common for every
Yes.
student, sir. That too
Correct,
for the
sir.
since the
Correct.
first exam, it's
Yes.
obvious to have.
Correct, sir.
So I think AFM you got 91. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
91 in AFM.
91 AFM, 93 in auditing.
Auditing. Okay. Moving ahead. Group 2.
DT, I guess 86 or 87, and similar marks in IDT as well, 84, 85 something. IBS also same, 86 something.
Yes, regarding IBS, I wanted to ask you like this was a like a very hot discussion nowadays. Like students found it very difficult IBS examination to conquer. I mean, what made you score 86? And I came to know that you have taken the luggage of bull books to come with you till the third floor also, and
Yeah.
students were mocking you like, are you here for staying purpose or you are here for examination purpose? Like
Yes.
please tell us, like, how did you manage to score 86, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
yes.
one thing was I had carried all ICAI materials with me
Okay.
for all the subjects, and for all the theoretical questions, I had copy pasted the answer from ICAI material. This I guess this ensured that I am scoring the maximum marks possible in those answers. And then
What was the approach? Is ICA related scenarios are enough for you to clear that examination, or it is going to be different in the examination?
uh, yes, so like everyone had thought that questions will come repeated. We have to just copy paste it, and like everyone was of that approach in the examination hall. When people started finding the question from the compiler and they didn't find it, everyone started panicking. Like there is no question is from the compiler. Now how will we do it? But
Okay.
so actually we have to time ourselves. There are 4 case studies. We have to give maximum 1 hour for each case study, and then we also have to ensure. And one mistake which I did was,
I think copying itself might have consumed a lot of time,
yes,
right?
no. So one mistake which I did was for the first case study, I was copying almost every answer from ICA material, from the whichever material I had. So this wasted a lot of time, and I took almost 1 hour 15 minutes for the first case study itself. But then from the second case study, I realized that copy pasting will not work for the answers which I am very sure of. I have to just write it by myself, and only where I have doubts, I have to refer material and copy paste them.
Okay.
Uh, So then from the second case study, I started writing on my own on only those questions where I had doubt or theoretical questions.
Okay.
Then I had referred material.
Okay.
Great, great,
So,
Rishabh.
yeah.
Sir, I think he has told a lot of things
Yes,
which
sir.
are very much
Correct.
useful to the students.
It's
So
tremendous.
let me conclude, sir. The basic thing, the most important things I just want to repeat. One is study material is very, very important. You
Yes.
can prepare in any material which is very much similar to that of study material. And you have to use exactly that same technical jargon which the
Correct.
institute is using. And repeated revisions are very much important.
Correct.
And you need to write enough number of exams so that you can understand your mistakes.
Yes.
So these are all the main things which students should understand, and
Correct.
conceptual clarity is the king.
Yes, sir.
So without understanding, if you keep just mugging up, there is no use. I
Correct, sir.
think these are the main things which Rishabh wants to say.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Thank you so much, Rishabh.
Thank
And
you
sorry
so
for disturbing you on this vacation.
No worries.
And thank you so much, Rohit Grover, sir, for
Thank you, sir.
participating
Thank
in
you so
this.
much.
And
Thank you.
this will definitely help a lot of students who feel auditing to be tough.
Yes, sir. So,
Thank
okay,
you once
Rishabh,
again.
all the very best for your future,
Thank
and
you so much, sir.
all the very best for everything, right?
All the best, Nana. God bless you.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you so much,
Bye,
sir.
Rishabh.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.